everybody was singing. And when somebody dies, that is when we say we are writing our eulogies. And the first son says, Daddy, as if that daddy is today, Daddy, you've been an icon. But you never said that when that person was alive. Praise the Lord. Do we say that when they're alive? We don't. We only wait for them to die, then we can tell the wind that, Daddy, you are so good. And we speak very good words, words that we have never said to that person when he was alive. And that is why this cry from David is very important. And it might be a cry of most of our older people that are living right now. People have been neglected. People have been abandoned. People are facing a lot of abuse. And even some of them are taken to the institutions of the elderly. Because they are burdened. Because we can't take care of them. But our song says, how sweet to hold a newborn. Yes, when your father and mother gave birth to you, it was so sweet. Isn't it? Even the parents that are here, when you have your child, it is so sweet to hold that newborn baby. But when this newborn baby becomes an adult, he forgets. Praise the Lord. He forgets that I have been nurtured. I have been taken care of. And if it was not because of this man and this woman, I wouldn't be here. And the Bible tells us, children, obey. Don't just obey them, honor them. Because it is the only commandment that has a promise. So David was crying, and this cry, the cry of David is a voice of the voiceless. Cry of David is a voice of the voiceless. The older people who have walked many seasons of life, who have served and prayed, who have worked, who have built many things. They have loved, they have endured, and it is now time for those they did that for to now take the mantle. Praise the Lord. And we asked ourselves, look at your father, look at your mother, look at your grandfather, look at your father-in-law, look at your mother-in-law, do we have people crying like David, saying, do not cast me away? Because the children have cast him away, the children have forsaken him, because the strength is gone, and they are seeing him to be a burden. And I said, this particular week of prayer is very important for us because it is supposed to wake us up. It's a wake-up call that we are sinning against God when we don't take care of these older people. So many elders are facing silent suffering behind the closed doors. So many of them have been cast aside by their children. So many of them live in isolation. Some have been dumped in nursing homes. Some have been neglected. They are living in dilapidated houses. And nobody seems to care because we are so busy taking care of our children. But we realize that God still sees. Praise the Lord. God still hears their cry. And God still calls the church and everybody who is a Christian to think back, because this is a commandment, the fifth commandment that we need to take very seriously. On the second day, we started going deep into the different types of abuses. But the verse that was taking us through was 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. And I want us to reflect on that verse. As we sit here, as we listen, as we call ourselves Adventists and Christians, does this verse talk to us? 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. Nobody has. It says, anyone who does not provide for their relatives, especially for their own household, has denied the unbeliever, an unbeliever. If you don't take care of your father and you don't take care of your mother, you have denied your faith as a Christian. Praise the Lord. How many of us have denied their faith? If you are not taking care of your mother, your father, and that person who is aged, you have denied your faith, and you are worse than that person who is not a believer. You are worse than that person who does not know God. Praise the Lord. What does it mean to be worse than an unbeliever? It means that even that non-believer who doesn't know God is better than you. And you are better being outside the church because you have denied the faith. And therefore, we also went ahead to look at God's view of the aged. God is calling back families. Families, if you know that you are a child and you came to this world through a parent, you have a responsibility for that parent. Praise the Lord. You have a big responsibility towards that parent. And that responsibility has been given to you by God himself in all of them. So, God views an older person, especially gray hair, as a crown of splendor, which is attained by a righteous life. That's a crown of splendor. So, and then when you read Leviticus 19:32, is telling us to stand up in the presence of the aged. Isaiah 46 verse 4, he says, even to your old age and gray hairs, I am he. I am